Welcome to Inside Pitch. I'm Jeff Gordon of the Post-Dispatch here with Post-Dispatch columnist Lynn. Well, we have some good news and bad news again, talking about the Cardinals after a very impressive sweep of the Minnesota Twins, a couple of not so impressive extra inning losses. But let's start with the good stuff, Lynn. Two guys we talked a lot about being really important for this season, Nolan, Gorman, and Jordan Walker, seem to be in a good place a few games into the regular season here.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, the offense in general, you think about that sweep, I think they had 5 runs in each of the first 2 games, and then they get to 9 runs after that. Balls flying out of the ballpark for both of them recently. So, I mean, they both are guys that had that potential, with the power potential to give you middle-of-the-order bats, but just the inconsistency. There was a lot of optimism about new hitting coach Brant Brown, and so far, both of them look like, in small sample sizes, they've been able to have some success at the plate.
Now, both guys working on their swing and such, it's always what these guys do in the cage. But it seems like for both of these guys, where are they mentally? Are they relaxed? Are they having fun? Are they feeling good? That seems so important for especially these two guys, because last year, man, it couldn't have gone much worse for either guy.
Yeah, I mean, Gorman, it seems like, it's going to be interesting with him because the playing time may be a little bit up and down just because they've got a log jam between the positions that he plays and where they try to get some other guys in, Brendan Donovan, and with Newbar playing left field and not playing much center this year, it looks like. So it'll be interesting, his playing time. But Walker, it seems like he's in a good place. He seems like he's fairly confident, but I think it's one of those things with him. The more he has success, I think the confidence will grow, and I think that's going to be important for him as they go along.
Now, we have to talk about something negative here, right? And unfortunately, the last couple games, the bullpen got a full test. Games went to extra innings. They almost got out of there. There's no overtime loss points in Major League Baseball, so these were a couple of painful setbacks. I think it was a concern, even with the addition of Phil Maton coming in, that do you have enough guys for high leverage scenarios besides Ryan Helsley? Some guys coming back from last year, we're going to have to do something a little bigger this year. How do you assess it? I know it's tough to pick on the group after a couple of bad games, but what's your level of confidence that they'll be able to find their sequencing they need to get through games?
I think it's going to be, right now, I guess maybe that's the part that I'm most worried about, just because, the back end, like you said, the Helsley, you're pretty solid there. There's guys in there that they're giving chances to that you've seen it in lesser roles, you've seen it in smaller sample size, you've seen it, here and there, but now they're going to have to play bigger parts. And Maton is going to help you with that, but he's also got a late start, so they're not going to have a full usage of Maton until later in the season. And
Chris Roycroft looks the part of a guy who could be a high leverage relief pitcher, but he had to learn the role on the fly as a pro after playing a lot of college basketball. Translating that physical ability and that potential into production will be one of the projects for this team this year.
Yeah, and it's not a knock against him. It's just the fact that, a couple of years ago he's playing independent ball, and then last year he makes his debut, and now it's like you want to throw him into a big role. There's going to be ups and downs. He's got the stuff, but it's just going to be whether it's getting used to situations, whether it's, settling in, but just, him in general, he's going to have to grow into a bigger role, and that's going to happen over the course of the season.
That's one of the things that we'll be tracking here at STLtoday.com. Hey, look, at least the Cardinals don't have like a minus 17 run differential already. This team has come out and played pretty competitive baseball. In the National League Central, all things are still possible. We'll be talking about that all season, Lynn and I. And remember, here at STLtoday.com, the digital edition of the Post-Dispatch, all kinds of extra content. We appreciate you coming by, visiting, and please enjoy all of our coverage and keep supporting local journalism. Until next time, for Lynn, I'm Jeff. See you later.